Morning, everyone, or afternoon, wherever you are, around the country or whatever country you're in. I just had a quick little couple of things I wanted to talk about today. So basically, I don't know if anyone's aware, right, that the buses here over in the UK are an absolute joke, right? And I'm talking about not, for instance, the actual like transport service itself, right? That I'm gonna get into in a minute, right? But literally, what I need to talk about is the state of the buses. Like, for instance, if you have to pay a fare to get obviously like on a public bit of transport like either a bus or a train or whatever, but I'm just going to discuss buses for now. All right, basically like you're paying a fare of like £1.50, yeah, to get onto a bus that's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I'm talking about like a few examples. Like the windows are so dirty and filthy you can't even see through them. Okay, so if you're actually paying for a fare to actually get somewhere and you can't even see where it is the destination is, yeah, you have to actually listen out to the actual stop on the actual little speaker, either on the ceiling or on the wall or whatever it is. Yeah, but it's out of order. I mean, like for instance, a £1.50 for a journey is a lot of money. Even me, for instance, I'm on benefits, so my actual travel cost is half, so it costs me 75 pence to get on a bus, but it's exactly the same problem. Like, and obviously, like even like young children have to get on a bus as well. And the state of it, like for instance, it's not about like you get on a bus and you can't even get a seat for your fare price. Yeah, it's about the floors are dirty, the seats they stink. Yeah, and like for instance, you have to share your journey with like a lot of nasty people most of the time. Now, for instance, it's that the floor. It's not just about the floors that are dirty. Obviously, the seats and obviously the windows. They're actually disgusting. Yeah, but what I want to talk about is hit a big, massive point. Like the Arrivia company, yeah, or Transport for London, yeah. The staff they are a joke. Yeah, like for instance, like a few months like back, me and my partner we got a few like items like from like a shopping center. And when we went, we obviously got a chair or a seat. Like, and you know what? It wasn't actually that bad. But there was one guy, he was being a little bit nasty towards like the actual driver or whatever, because I mean, what happened was is he basically got on the bus. Yeah, you're right, Jake. It's nice to see you on the channel. Basically, this guy got on the bus, yeah, and he was like a little bit abrupt and a little bit nasty and whatever. Like fair point. And then what happened was is the driver made him pay to get onto the bus. Yeah, so he made him pay for a fare. Then he told him to get off, and I couldn't understand why. And when the guy said no, he don't want to get off, yeah, the driver then, after the guy went to walk off the bus, the driver trapped his arm in the door and started driving down the road with him. Literally, literally, I couldn't believe it. He trapped him in the door, and he decided to just drive down the road with this guy still like attached in the side of the bus. This is a joke. Like, I'm not being funny, but the rudeness of it. Now, even like a few months after that, so I'm sort of talking like maybe like last month itself, yeah. As me and my partner we was walking past the bus garage, yeah, another driver decided that he thought it would be funny, yeah, to try and run us over as we was walking past the actual crossing part. And then like I couldn't believe it myself. I then had decided to have a go at this bus driver, yeah, and then his manager thought it was a laugh, thought it was funny as well. What the hell? Like, this is what I don't understand, yeah. It's not that your attitudes are terrible, yeah, but your company is a disgrace, and also, yeah, the condition of the travel services that people have to pay, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. It's disgusting. So think about it like this: all the poor people that actually have to pay, and whether it's like whether you want to go from one stop to one other stop that's literally right next door to each other, you still have to pay £1.50 for this. Now, I'm not being funny or nothing, yeah, but look, if you're deciding to make people pay for this service, surely you should improve your service, yeah, because the level of complaints is a joke, yeah. But something what a lot of people like don't even realize as well is that, say for instance, these drivers, the attitude on it is absolutely phenomenally bad. Yeah, this is disgusting. Yeah, because I'll give you an example. Say for instance, if you want to take a seat upstairs on the bus, yeah, and then like you press the button to like ready to go like down the stairs, you panic. Like everyone else has to panic to run down the stairs like a nutcase, just to like be in fear of that they might actually miss their stop or being shut into the doors. Now, these drivers, they don't even want to wait. Yeah, if you press the button, yeah, they should be able to slow down enough for you to be able to walk down the stairs and then obviously like exit the bus with obviously without being trapped in the doors or whatever. But they don't wait. They don't. And then you have to run after you just run down the stairs, yeah, and then you nearly kill yourself. Like obviously, even some woman like about a year ago, I see her. She ran down the stairs and she was panicking to get off the stop because the driver just did not want to stop. She ended up falling down the stairs and breaking her ankle. Yeah, I see this. Like actually, I couldn't believe it. I actually see this. I was shocked. Yeah, and did the driver get out and help? No, no. He just sat in his little tiny like sort of cubicle bit where he drives the bus. He just didn't care. Yeah, and she ended up suing the bus company, suing Arrivia, taking them to court over the attitude of the driver. Now look, if any person, yeah, ever has this sort of like thing with a bus driver or whatever, yeah, there is a number plate on the back of the bus. Yeah, take that number down and then report this company seriously, like because this can't go on. I'm being serious. Yeah, look, there's a lot of other problems that have happened as well. Yeah, like when you go out and do you know what? The best thing to do is like go to the very first start of the actual bus stop because you're in fear of not getting a seat. Okay, so go to the very start of the actual like journey if you can, yeah. That way you're more inclined to get a seat itself. Okay, so you don't have to worry about obviously like you have to like get up or whatever or what certain stop. No, go to the first stop, yeah. Get yourself on, secure yourself a seat. That way it's fine, it's cool for you. And then obviously if anyone like with me, for instance, I'll give you another bit like bit of advice. What I do, yeah. If I see an elderly person, yeah, I'm quite fit and quite young as I am. I'm only 33, yeah. If I see an elderly person want to get on the bus, yeah, a lot of people won't do this. And then remember, they're very old, they're very fragile, they're very frail. If they need to sit down, I'm always the first to get up, yeah, and offer them my seat because it's just out of generosity. That's what you do, yeah. That's what you're supposed to do, yeah. But a lot of people they don't do that, yeah. A lot of I'm not going to mention who they are or what these people are. I'm just saying that a lot of people don't do it. You are supposed to do that, yeah. Elderly people, like even a pregnant woman, you get up off your bum and you offer these people your seat. That's like being a gentleman or being a gentlewoman. That's what you're supposed to do. But a lot of that doesn't happen, yeah. But the actual state of the public transport itself, no, I wouldn't recommend it. It's disgusting, like seriously. And like I said, if you're paying your money for your travel, you're supposed to be getting a little bit of your money, like of your money's worth in a way, yeah. Because I know that you're not taking no taxi cab. I know you're not taking like no train or whatever. But even in the trains as well, they're disgusting. They are. They're disgusting. And the attitude from even the train drivers is phenomenal. It's disgusting. Anything to do with TfL or Transport for London, no, I don't recommend it at all. Yeah, I know that a lot of people think that, oh yeah, transport is the only way to go sometimes. Do you know what? Get yourself a bicycle. Yeah, seriously, just get yourself a bicycle. That way you don't have to get on a bus. Yeah, you don't have to think, oh, do you know what? I'm afraid of sitting down on the seats that actually smell of urine. Yeah, all the floor is sticky. You don't know what like people have like left like food or whatever all over them. It is like nasty. I'm telling you, I wouldn't rate it at all whatsoever. The system is out of order. That all that on top of everything, you get nothing but attitude from every driver. Yeah, and like even another time, yeah, as I was walking onto the bus, yeah. Like normally I greet the driver and say, oh thank you, like I really appreciate it, like that's nice of you to stop for me and whatever. And do you know what? Before I even went to say this to them one day, yeah, I went to scan my card and then obviously went to walk on and then like literally this driver said, "Oh, wait, you're not going to say thank you then?" And I thought, well, if you give me a minute, like what's your attitude? Like wait, what? Because you're behind a box, what? I'm supposed to be feared of you? Nah. This is another thing, yeah. It's like, for instance, because they're in like an enclosed little cubicle with their little steering wheel and all the other buttons and whatever, yeah. It's funny how they give nothing but attitude while they're hidden behind this glass screen or plastic screen, yeah. But they don't have the actual backbone to come out and say this to your face physically or like properly. Like they're very very scared people. This is what I don't like. I don't like people like shouting off their mouth and everything. Yeah, but when it comes to the crunch, all how they're quiet and they hide behind this little tiny box. But no, they need to be a bigger person than this. Yeah, and in fact, forget the attitude. It's nothing to do with being like full of attitude and nastiness. Yeah, they need to start sorting out their service. And do you know what? Even if there was to be more polite, yeah. I'm not talking about just like literally like out of the blue. They just need to be polite in general, yeah. And then, for instance, their buses, they need to jet wash them. They are sickening. Even to look at, you think, I need to get onto this. I'm not being funny, yeah, but I don't really want to get on this bus, yeah. For instance, a lot of people think, oh, do you know what? A lot of people should be buying a cab, like getting a cab. Do you know what? Get a cab. It's cleaner. And like it might be a little bit more money, but you know what? At least you get your money's worth. You don't struggle of obviously like thinking, oh, where do I put my shopping or whatever? Like I don't know how to get back home. Do you know what? Sometimes that's what you have to do. But like I said, they need to start improving their service more. Yeah, £1.50 is a lot of money to spend to even to go one bus stop. Like you still have to pay the same price whether you go one bus stop or whether you go like for instance 15 bus stops. It's still the same price. But what is it with this next part I'm gonna say? Yeah, what is it with this cashless society? Yeah, like for instance, I remember if you had like say £5 in your pocket, you can get on a bus and say, all right, there you go, there's my £1 because it used to be a pound years ago. I remember being like a kid, 14 or 15 years old. Yeah, I used to pay 40p, 40p. Like you used to think, oh, that's really handy, and that was the same sort of principle. Whether you're going one bus stop or whether you're going like 100 bus stops on the same bus, it would still be 40p. But now it's a cashless society. So imagine if you haven't got an Oyster card, which we use over here in the UK, we have to use this little like Oyster card to be able to scan, and that's your journey. So you top up this little card and then you're able to sort of like go different journeys and whatever. But now it's a cashless society here in the UK. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, but this is another thing. This is another bit of like stupidness. Say for instance, in anywhere in Edmonton to Enfield and obviously Southgate and whatever, you use this thing called an Oyster card, yeah. But the second you get to Waltham Cross, that literally becomes out of the boundary. It's not London anymore. So that becomes sort of Essex now. So if I want to go from Waltham Cross to say like for instance Broxbourne now, yeah, or Hartford, they use cash. I don't get it. So if I wanted to go from here in the UK all the way up to Scotland, or how I can use that Oyster card, but the second that I'll go from here to Waltham Cross, I have walked to Waltham Cross before from here, yeah, in Enfield. I have walked there. It's not that far. It's say for instance like 5.5, maybe 6 miles. I've walked that, yeah. And after I've walked that, yeah, literally it becomes out of London. I don't get it. So I can go all the way to from here to like Scotland on my Oyster card, and they even use Oyster card like Oyster cards down in Scotland. I know they do, like they do, but when it comes from like here just to go down the road, they stop it. So I don't get it. So for instance, even when like me and my partner we went away on holiday, yeah, and like as we was there, they said that they don't use like Oyster cards. So I thought, well, how do I get about? And they said you need to use cash, and I thought, in a way, it's kind of cool. Like I can get on a bus, and do you know what? It was cheaper. It was £1, and I thought, do you know what? This is actually better. I don't mind this. It's actually a better idea. But this cashless society in London, it's a joke. It really is. So if there's no Oyster shop or there's nothing about, you might be able to use your credit card, yeah, or your debit card and scan that if it's contactless, and that means that you can pay for your bus fare that way. But if you can't, you're stuck and they're not even going to let you on. So you've got a very, very long walk ahead of you, whether you're either going somewhere or whether you're coming back. So have a little think about this. So what I wanted to do is bring this little video out and just like see what other people's opinions was of this video, all right? So have a little check of it. Think about what it is that you maybe come across and what you may be facing, all right? And put it down in the comment section below because I'd love to hear about obviously like what other problems people have been facing because this needs to get out there. I'm being serious. And like I said, yeah, if you have any faults or any injuries or any accidents or any like not even if you want to report the bus company for something like whether it's a dirty bus or whether like the attitude of the driver or whatever, there is a certain number, yeah, a number plate. Just check out the number plate, yeah, and then phone up the company and then report that situation there and then. Because it's not just me that I have definitely phoned up a review before. I've complained so many times about the service and whatever, and then you do get a bit of a result out of it. It's not going to be obviously like what you're expecting, but it's better than going home thinking, oh, I'm just wound up now, like nothing's going to get done. It don't if you don't ever say anything, all right? So I thought I want to bring this little video out and obviously like share it with a few people. Make sure that you share it as well, yeah, because obviously I need the audience to share it out. Like I want to hear other people's opinions, other people's complaints. I want to hear them. Put it down in the comments and obviously see if we can get something done out of it, all right? But yeah, I don't believe in paying obviously like this Transport for London company, yeah, for a bus. Obviously the service is terrible, yeah, the way it looks is nasty, and obviously the attitude of the driver, I think they might as well just get rid of it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really like use it that much, but I feel as though they need to improve their service massively. Yeah, so put it down in the comment section below what it is that you feel, yeah. And obviously, like for instance, share this video as much as possible, so not just like you see it, but other people see it. Share it between your friends, your family, like even your co-workers or whatever. Yeah, and also remember to like the video as well. Yeah, like it, dislike it, it's up to you. Yeah, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like wherever the button is around the screen. Yeah, and it's been lovely talking to everyone. I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, And also, yeah, I hope everyone has a brilliant new year. All right, because I'm looking forward to it as well. I really can't wait. All right, but it's been wonderful talking to you as it is always. Yeah, and I want you to I want everyone to have a lovely day. All right, take care.